How's it hanging, everybody? What's up? We're back with another drip check. That's right, it is that time once again. And today I am going to be showing you guys some of my current fashion builds and some of my communities as well. And if you want to join that community, down in the description, there is a Discord server link that you can join and throw your submissions in the Fashion is the End Game channel and get yourself in one of these videos. So once again, just go down in that description, join that Discord server and post some screenshots of your fashion or a short clip or something like that, and you can get into one of these videos. Anyways, without further ado, I want to show off what I've currently been using for my Gear Falcon build. So right here, I've been using the Malfeasance and Rossarago there, and I wanted to kind of build around the idea of Gear Falcons being sort of like a mythical relic, like an ancient relic. So I know that the green on this Unwavering Gallantry shader is a bit off-putting, maybe that purple is to some of you, but what I was really focusing on was more of the bone aspect of it. So we've got the Grasp of Avarice armor for the arms and legs, got Gear Falcon for the chest, of course, and I got this Jensum Knight cask here from Zur recently. It was one of the few pieces that I don't have yet, and I thought might as well make something with it. And sure, you could put a hood on it or something like that, but I really wanted the full visor, the EVA-esque visor, to kind of shine here. So that's kind of why I did it that way. It works with a lot of shaders. If you want something a little darker, especially this most recent one, this Masonry looks really, really nice. This is in the Bright Dust shop right now if you want to go pick that up. It is a new shader and it looks pretty damn nice. It's not necessarily completely black. It has a little bit of like tarnish on it, a little gold edging to some of the bits here, little gold medallions and pendants. So it's got gold accents, mostly black and brown, but overall very, very clean. And moving on, listen, I've never been one to buy any armor from the Bright Dust shop, but they won me over with the Plague Doctor. Plague Doctors are one of my favorite things of all time. I've actually been planning on getting a big tattoo of a Plague Doctor, just looking all freaky and crazy, and they really captured the vibe that I love from a Plague Doctor here. Of course, I swapped out that hood. It had a hat as its original class item, but I thought maybe adding that little wavy hood here that kind of conceals the face, lets the eyes kind of pop here, would look really nice. And then I also got the Necrotastic shader from the shader bundle, and they added a Lucky Pants ornament that matches the style of it pretty well. So like one of the exotics I use most consistently, Plague Doctors, I love it. The Infectious style from the Necrotastic shader, dude, it's like they read my mind. They said, here's 3 things that you love, here you go. And they won me over. So here's my Plague Doctor Hunter Lucky Pants fashion. It is just so damn clean, man. I can't get enough of it. I've been wanting to just put this on every single loadout that I have just because I love the way it looks. But unfortunately, not all of the armor pieces go with some of these armor pieces here. And moving on, we have our first submission here from Verse the One, a recurring face on the channel who I very much so appreciate, with a pretty drippy Stompies bit of fashion, including some of the Solstice gear here. I know that the Solstice gear can be a little overwhelming with the glow when all the pieces are on, and it can be hard to kind of fashion into stuff, but I think that the arms here, the chest here, provides just enough glow to show that like, yo, this MF is empowered. They're rocking that Strand build, and the chest here with a little bit of the glow keeps a bit of that cohesion going. Got the Angry Iron Truage cask here with the Reverie Dawn cloak that just looks so sharp. And then of course you got Stompies running a couple of different shaders on the side. Here we got Precursor Vex Chrome, Rivalry Black Sand, and Super Black for the cloak. Verse the One is always cooking when it comes to the fashion. Big props. And moving on to our next bit of fashion, we have a new face here with Eternal Ash providing us some pretty, dare I say, fire Shards of Galanor drip. And with this, I tried to recreate it to the best of my ability. I do not have Midnight Smith. I'll throw up the original fashion right here. As you can see, they have Midnight Smith on the helmet and the legs, but I found that Red Jack gets pretty close. Maybe it's not the same on the top. There's no reflective or glossy metallic top there. And for the legs, they're a little bit brighter with the Sanguis, but everything else is pretty close. And overall, I actually really like the way this looks. I just love that Echoed Anger shader that can go on the chest here. And the Shards of Galanor ornament Death Wish works pretty damn well with the overall look. And I'm a bit of a sucker when it comes to hunter fashion without the cloak, you know, the hood. So it can be a bit of a daring thing to do, but here it definitely paid off. I absolutely love it. It's strong, it's furious, it's red. I love red, and it's involving some of the armor from one of my favorite raids. Big shout out to Eternal Ash. Thank you for your submission. Up next, we've got another returning face here with Lohi, and a very thematically consistent Moth Keepers build. We got some of that Season of the Wish armor here, looking borderline scarecrowish, but at the same time, elegant with the crown on the cloak. And then of course, Moth Keepers also has a bit of that hay or natural leafy sort of vibe to it that matches very well with the Hex Wrought outfit here. And then the little distinction that we have, haha, see? We've got Groovedelic from top to bottom, except on the cloak, Vanguard distinction, which I really like that sort of holographic orange that it adds to it. Adds a little bit of depth to it, not only just on the cape itself, but also on the crown. The crown looks like it has this iridescence to it that I just love. But in a way, it almost looks kind, like a nice character. Very nice. Thank you, Lohi, very much. Up next, we've got some drip from our friend Boris here. Big shouts out to Boris. I do not have a Titan character that I have a bunch of armor on, so I couldn't necessarily recreate this. So here we have an Actium War Rig Titan with the Keep It Clean ornament there and the copper and blood on the chest. You've got War Rigger, Lightkin Helm, Eidolon pursuing Greaves, the Epilos following Mark, with a mixture of the Worn in Comfort and the copper and blood shaders from top to bottom, looking beautiful. To me, this sort of gives me like an owl vibe, like a steampunk owl. And it looks just absolutely drippy. I think Boris is cooking here when it comes to the Titan drip. So if you guys want to throw on some very nice Actium War Rig fashion, here we go, right here. Anyways, y'all, that's going to be it for me today. And once again, if you want to join that Discord server, it is down in the description. Come on through. And with that, leave a like if you like, subscribe if you wish. It's not mandatory, but it's always just so appreciated. And take care. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Deuces.